Hey guys, Super Guys of Final Wars here, and today I am going to be doing the Q&A for Oscar and Ruby, The Return of the King Q&A. I already said Q&A before, but I don't really care. So, yeah, I know what you guys are going to be wondering. Why aren't Godzilla and Ruby and Oscar here to do them? Well, mainly because, for one, I got too lazy to get the Godzilla Life character design, to get the Godzilla Life characters, and get Godzilla, so yeah. So instead, I'm going to be doing the questions myself, so, yeah, that, and it'll be easier than just grabbing all the characters, so, yeah. Thanks, without further ado, let's get started. Oh, before we get started, I want to remind people, I am going to be doing only 1 or 2 major spoilers. Only 1 or 2. I'm not answer any more major spoiler questions. I'll only answer 2. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first question is, okay, the majority of these are from Zilla 2000 because Super Burning Godzilla didn't quite understand. And I only got like 1 question from Space Final Wars, so yeah, things are not looking good for this Q&A. Oh boy. So, majority of these questions are from Zilla 2000, so at least that's a good sign, at least. Still like it if there were more questions. Alright, so the first question is, okay, hold on. How many kids will Oscar and Ruby have in the series? Do you really think I'm going to spoil that question? Plus, I'm still trying to decide how many they're going to have, so, yeah, don't rush me, okay? How come Ruby and Oscar's relationship was complicated? Well, to answer that question, the reason why their relationship was complicated was because of Ozpin and Salem. That was kind of the main reason why their relationship was complicated. Sure, they had heart-to-heart moments and had a little kiss, but that was way back then. That was back when Oscar was still 14 and Ruby was still like 16. Yeah, she was still 16. They never went back on it because of the whole Ozpin and Salem problem, so they never went back on it. But they at least knew that they had feelings for each other. So, yeah. But now, in this AU, since Salem is now gone, for good this time, Oscar and Ruby can now start the relationship very seriously. And since Ruby in this AU is 20, and Oscar in this AU is like 18, since for the way they're both technically adults, and Ozpin is not being that active anymore. So, yeah, that basically means Oscar is now mostly in control this time. So, yeah, that's the reason why their relationship is so complicated. So I know this doesn't count as a question for the series, but what do you think about Raven X Summer? That is just weird. I'm not saying it because it's a gay relationship, because think about this for a second, folks. Let's just think about this, because if Summer was chosen to be Yanes' godmother, and well, if that was the case, then oh boy. And then if Summer freaking decided to be And Summer, since she decided to stay around and help Tai to raise Yang, and eventually falling in love, and end up having Ruby with him, wouldn't that kind of make her and Raven's relationship a little awkward? Plus, wouldn't Summer be mostly mad at Raven for leaving her daughter like that? Plus, wouldn't that also make Ruby and Yang's relationship as sisters a little bit more weird? So, yeah, wouldn't that just make things weird between not just Summer, Raven, and Tai? But wouldn't that make things weird between Ruby and Yang? Again, I'm not saying I hate it because it's a gay relationship or that I'm not a fan of it. I'm just saying because wouldn't that just make things weird between all of them? Because if that is the case, then wouldn't Raven be chosen to be Ruby's godmother? Because if you think about it, guys, that actually kind of makes sense. That would make things really weird between them. Anyways, next question. Will Ruby and her friends discover the real god of Remnant? Yes. What would happen if Ruby had a daughter named Summer? Then I'm pretty sure Summer will be really honored to have a granddaughter named after her. Because we don't know the full origin story of, like, Team Stark, or the reason why Summer decided to have Ruby to have her last name instead of Ty's last name. Because we don't know the full story. We're just getting, like, theories and, like, freaking comic dubs, and we still don't know the full story. I kind of wish that Rooster Teeth would do a prequel about Team Stark's origin story or something like that, you know? That would be really cool. Okay, so... were there any original plans for the series before it became what it is today? You have no idea. There were a lot of original plans for the series before it became what it is today. Like, seriously, like, there were a lot of original plans. Like, originally, Goddess Zilla was going to be Godzilla's younger sister. And not only that, Manila was originally going to be Goddess Zilla's son. And Gorgurin would have been Godzilla's love interest. Not only that, but the main villain for the story would have been Godzilla's evil twin brother named Dagon Jr. As he would have tried to kill Godzilla so he could prove that he is the true king of monsters. And not only that, but the Titanus Gorguris species never really went extinct. And Dagon would still be alive. But he'll be way too old, and not only that, he'll be severely weakened with his fight with Destroyer and Space Godzilla. And not only that, Salem would have been helping Dagon Jr. to try to kill Godzilla. But at the same time, Dagon Jr. would have backstabbed Salem, and yeah, there was just a lot of original plans for the series before it became what it is today. Now, Godzilla is just the last of his kind, Godzilla is going to be his love interest, King Ghidorah is the main villain, Salem's dead, and etc. If Oscar and Ruby will have a child in the series, what will the name be? I really want to name the child Rose, but someone else had already beaten me to it. So I can't name the child Rose Pine, because, yeah. So, deciding a name will be difficult. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to say, will we see? But, it means, will we see Ruby's grandparents in the series? Yes. I'm currently working on their names at the moment, so, yeah. What will Summer Rose's reaction will be to to hear that her daughter has a boyfriend? Well, since you didn't say daughters, I'm probably going to assume that you're probably picking Ruby, so yeah. She'll probably be one happy mother. She'll be really happy to hear that her daughter has a boyfriend. And she'll most likely be the one to protect Oscar, because I'm having Crow in this series be like an overprotective uncle. Hell, it's even kind of confirmed that he's actually overprotective of Ruby. Because at this point, we kind of know that he looks at Ruby as a daughter. And it's also kind of confirmed that Crow is not Ruby's biological father. Ruby's real biological father is Ty, since it's confirmed, officially confirmed, because of Ruby Volume 9, Episode 10. So, yeah. Will the God of Light and Darkness be in the series, or do they not exist here? They do, but they're currently banished into another universe, so yeah, don't expect them to appear. Unless it's a flashback, then flashbacks don't count. Will Cinder get a love interest in the series? Probably, I'm not sure. Will the series be tied into the actual Ruby series? Yes, just like with half of my crossover projects that I do, like How to Train a Dragon, Frozen, Attack on Titan, and even Tangled and Fairy Tail. Most of my projects are tied into the actual series, except with a few changes. So for this project, Oscar and Ruby, The Return of the King, there are some parts that are actually tied into the series. Like, for example, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, Yang, and John going into the Ever After. But except with one big fat change to it.